Great morning, Facebook family. Welcome to another edition of Make It Happen Monday. Today's message is entitled, Does Your Handshake Match Your Smile? Growing up, my dad always told me to make sure I had a firm handshake when I shook someone's hand. When you shake someone's hand, that's an extension of who you are, of what you stand for. Now, no offense to any mechanics out there, but let's think back to a time when things didn't go too well with the mechanic. And you dropped your car off, you talked to the mechanic, they told you what was going on. Most times you shook their hand and you went about your business, only later on to get a phone call saying that $350 repair job is going to now cost you $1,000. And you're freaking out. You're like, what? That's not what you said. That's not what you told me. Well, that's the instance that I'm talking about here. When I ask you, does your handshake match your smile? Are you who you say you are? Do you portray the things that you say while you're out there in the public? Do you do what you say you're going to do? Do you keep your word? I've come across a couple situations where I was told one thing and something else was done. And sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I say to myself, that's not what you told me. But you know what? Life's not fair. And you have to figure out a way to move on. A lot of times you're going to run across people that don't do what they say they're going to do. So what you need to do in that situation is you need to take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself and live the life that you need to live for yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. You can't worry about everybody else. You have to be the best person you can be for yourself. Whatever you say, you need to make sure that that's what you do. It's integrity. And integrity is very important. A lot of times people say, hey, give me your word. Give me your word on this. I give you my word. This is what I'm going to do. I promise you. And our word is one of the only things that we really have. So when you're giving your word to somebody and you extend your hand for that handshake, you need to make sure that your handshake is matching that smile. You need to make sure that you're going to be able to do what you said you were going to do. I use another example of my wrestlers. When my wrestlers, we have to make weight. Sometimes, I remember a couple times I prepared my wrestlers for a really tough match. And I had the lineup set. And we got to the tournament and one of my wrestlers didn't make weight. And he was a very key part of the puzzle. And at the end of it, I looked at him and I said, how am I supposed to do what I'm supposed to do when you don't do what you're supposed to do for you? So many people want to put the blame on somebody else for their life. That's not the right thing to do. You need to be responsible for you. You need to make sure your handshake matches your smile. As a joke, never take financial advice from somebody without a job. Never take exercise advice from somebody who's overweight. So when you look at yourself, you need to realize, hey, I'm who I am. I got to where I got to because of the things I've done. But you talk to people every single day, and people want to know things about you. People want to know how you got to a certain situation in your life. People just might want to ask you for advice. But you need to make sure that those things that you're saying are the things that you're actually doing. It's the life that you're actually living. How many times have we done things for somebody else and we're not doing them for ourselves? How many times have we taken care of somebody else financially and we're not even taking care of ourselves financially? Our handshake isn't matching our smile. It's very important to back up what you say. It's very important to take care of you first, to do what you have to do for you. And when someone trusts you, and trust is very hard to earn for a lot of people. It's very hard to earn for me. But if someone's going to trust you, you need to make sure you do what you say you're going to do. You need to make sure that that handshake is matching your smile. It's not as easy as it sounds. And we all sit and look at our lives, and I think we can all think of a time where we said something, but we didn't back it up. Please, make sure today when you extend your hand to the first person that you meet, that you shake their hand and you make sure your handshake is matching your smile. It's Make It Happen Monday, everybody. Shake somebody's hand today and make sure that's who you really are and what you really mean. Talk to you soon. Bye.